guys, we want to introduce you guys to a couple.
Yes.
Today we have joining us
Brandon
exclusive
in October.
I got too many hoes. Why would I want to be gay?
Right.
I should have been an actor then. I always have to be marry him. Fuck Joe Budden, Sam Smith, gotta kill him. Y'all worry about it, man. Y'all waiting on us to break up, bitch. Wait your turn. One of the white females, her name was Becky. They had her give me head at the age of like 3 or 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm the first couple.
First couple.
Yeah. I'm in the first couple. I feel like I'm sitting on Wendy Williams or Sherry.
Welcome back, guys, to the Gay Safe Space with Kerry
and Pierre.
And these two fine gentlemen next to us, guys. We want to introduce you guys to a couple.
Yes.
Today we have joining us
Brandon
exclusive
in October.
and October.
Yes.
Right, you may or may not have seen these faces before. If you have, all good. If you haven't, get to know these guys because they're doing amazing things in the gay community.
Let's get it.
Right.
And we just really wanted to have a conversation with them and just get to know them.
Right.
And highlight who they are.
Their story. That's what we all about. We told y'all on multiple occasions we were gonna have a couple on, and we finally have them. So
yes.
we looking forward to having
first
y'all.
couple.
First couple.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm sitting on Wendy Williams or Sherry. They got us on the couch. That's what Whitney said.
Yeah. But that's basically what we definitely invited y'all here for, just to try to get to know y'all a little bit better, hear y'all's story. Everybody has one, and it's rare, get to know somebody on that level.
Hey, watch this. This OnlyFans about to go up. We're not doing no story time. We about to get it busted. I just came to dance.
I just came to dance for y'all, and that's it.
That's it.
Like, speaking of dancing, y'all probably already know who these two are. If y'all watched, by the time this video came out, y'all would have already saw our New Year's Eve vlog.
Right.
The people that was dancing.
Let's show y'all how we met.
Let's show them right here.
What? They gonna add the clip.
Yeah, I'm adding the clip.
Yeah, right there. Y'all see that? We fucking it up a little bit.
They definitely were.
Brought the new year in like that, you see?
Right, but let me tell y'all how we met. So when we came up and we saw them, they were, fully dressed and everything. We didn't know that they were going to be the dance.
We didn't know.
So it was nice to try to, to get to know y'all just on the chill vibe and not even know. So then when we finally saw that, I didn't even know y'all was coming out.
We didn't know they had that heat. That heat was up under there. We didn't know.
It was the Virgo for me.
Hey, Virgo.
Y'all
But,
know I'm heavy on the Virgo.
But what we like to do is, before we get into it, we're going to do a quick icebreaker. So,
Okay.
just see what a game of this or that.
Okay.
We've played this before with some other guests we've had, so I just want to know where y'all stand with this or that.
Okay.
So the first one's going to be sugar and grits or salt and grits?
Sugar and grits. Sugar and grits, for sure.
Who raised y'all?
Who raised you?
Right. First and foremost, if you want to be a salty bitch, then say that.
Right. What is yours? What is yours?
Salt, sugar grits.
Thank you. Damn.
That's why he's not on this couch.
Right. Y'all can't even see who he asking.
So rap or R&B?
R&B, for sure.
Yes. Okay, all right. 90s music
or early 2000s?
Give me the 90s. Yeah. Okay, 90s music for sure.
Okay. Nene Leaks or New York?
New York. I have to go to New York.
Yeah, New York wasn't playing.
And now don't sleep on Nene now. But
No,
New York
Nene is the key,
the
but
game.
New York is reality TV.
Yeah.
This is the game.
She definitely
made her mark.
Yeah, she did.
So sugar and spaghetti or salt and spaghetti?
Sugar, for sure. Salt.
Thank you, Lord.
I was a little Italian
Salt.
But it gotta be like a little bit of sugar to make that tomato taste go away, but like
Right.
tart tomato.
I'm just weird. I eat stuff specifically how I like it, so
Right.
I just had
Not too sweet.
I just had spaghetti before we boarded the flight to come to Miami, and his auntie made it, and I added some sugar, some cheese, and then like a tad bit of hot sauce.
And then it was
You said you put everything sugar in the spaghetti.
cheese, and a little hot sauce.
Go ahead, babe. What's the
Right, so do you prefer a date night at a restaurant or picnic on the park with them?
They not at the restaurant.
Yeah.
We
Every
don't do
time.
too many picnics.
Right.
Right. What about sex in the car or sex on the beach?
We ain't never did it on the beach.
On the beach, so I would definitely say
In the car, we was in the car and we called it flat.
Y'all never did it on the beach?
No, not yet.
Oh yeah.
Y'all here. After this is done, y'all two need to go and make y'all way over there.
Alright, so we've done that icebreaker, so let's get into the conversation. How about we start with October?
Okay.
October, tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, how you grew up,
Okay, so
family structure maybe.
Okay, so I'm from Chicago. I'm 30 years old. I'm from the west side of Chicago.
290.
I feel like I had the regular upbringing as a kid in the 90s. So I feel like, grew up around all my cousins, was predominantly around my family for the most part, like all our family got together as a kid. I honestly feel like, my childhood was kind of fun. Like I really was able to be a kid. Like I had a lot of restrictions, so I was able to.
So they were strict.
So it was like my mom was probably a horrible teenager herself. So I feel like as her raising her own kids, like there was one part we couldn't go off the porch, and then it's like after we could go off the porch, we couldn't go across the street, and then after we was able to go across the street, we couldn't go off the block. Right. And then after we was able to go like off the block, we couldn't go like a certain.
So she gave you all that freedom.
So it was like she always gave us like a thing of phases. Now my brothers, they probably broke those phases before I did.
Right.
But
how was it like having that kind of a structure, then being gay and letting them know? How was that?
The craziest part about my upbringing when it comes down to like my sexuality, even though I related a lot and I did a lot with like my male cousins because they were just bad as hell, they did a lot of like bad stuff. I didn't want to do the stuff that was gonna get me whooped. So majority of my friends was like females growing up. Okay. So I had like majority of all the girls on the block, like we all knew each other. We practically, the block I got raised on, everybody family owned a house over there or was staying over there for like over like 20 years or so. Right. So everybody around there was like basically like cousins.
Family.
So yeah, it's like I used to get I don't think I got picked on or whatever, but I feel like my uncles, they used to try to yeah. I feel like they tried to like when they seen certain stuff, they tried to like punish me in a way of to get it out of me. So it's like if all the dudes is like, which I played in boxing gloves, I did all the bad stuff too, but then like jumping rope for instance, like if I was to jump rope with the girls, that's like a no-no. That was like.
Do you think because you hung around a lot of girls, that was like a telltale into what was to come for you, as opposed to hanging around the guys and having many male friends growing up?
I will honestly say yeah, and it was crazy because I also did have male friends. It was just like majority of all my closest friends was were females. So I just feel like that was like identicated. Yeah, identicated for them to basically like pinpoint like a trait.
Yeah, we see that, and that's like, you want to be a girl too. Yeah,
and then that wasn't even the case. I just really like my cousin. They was just bad as fuck. I didn't want the ass when they came to hang what they was doing.
Right. Okay.
So like they stealing. They might take their parents' cars or be driving somebody else like. At that point, we had electric scooters and stuff like driving somebody else's electric scooters, just doing bad stuff like mischievous stuff. What boys get into, but it's just like that wasn't. I didn't want the ass whooping.
So with that, like, how do you still like knowing that your uncles and them all had all that going on with you coming out? How did they feel? Like, was that
so present day? I feel like looking at it as a just like on the surface level of being gay or whatever the case may be. So because of how judgmental it was to be gay back then in that stage or era of people being like homosexual or whatever, I kind of like secluded myself from my family. Not really secluded them from
I know what you mean.
but I kind of distanced myself from my personal business for them because at this point I'm in my 20s. I didn't really care for an opinion on how I should live my life because nobody was really taking care of me financially, so I didn't really care. But like present day, just because of how ambitious I am and like what my drive is, I feel like my family really don't care about what my sexuality is per se. Like last year, or I can say because it's 2023. Last year was the first time I hung around my uncle in probably like 7 or 8 years, and he visited Atlanta, and I just took him out. Like I took him wherever he wanted to go, just one day full of fun. We went to Atlantic Station, we went bowling. Everything was literally on him, but that's how it's been my whole life. Like anytime my uncles came around, they was throwing money at us. So took him the whole 9, dropped him off at the strip club and everything. So they don't see homosexual when they around their family now.
Right.
Like even now that he see me present day as an adult, like regardless of what he saw in me or what he knows personally, it's like you still just get to see your nephew.
right?
So
Leave it at that.
yeah, we just gonna leave it at that. We just gonna bridge the gap between what my personal business is and what your personal business is, and we just gonna continue to be family.
Yeah. I think that's kind of how it is for my family as well right now. They know about it, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
need
just
to
like
talk
it's
about
an
it. What are we gonna say?
One more.
Like, what are we gonna say? You live in your life, you fucking who you fucking, I'm living mine, I'm fucking who I'm fucking.
Yeah, and
we don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, and I feel like as adults, I just feel like that's just boundaries on conversations, on uncomfortable conversations as well.
Right.
Like we know we're grown now. We know what sexual acts are.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So if it don't interest you, there's no need to get into detail about
Right.
what we
At
gotta
all.
do.
At all.
Okay, cool.
Now,
So let's jump to
Brandon.
exclusive.
Woo!
Mr. Exclusive himself.
Right. He was.
Now, what y'all want to know?
Wait, what is your Twitter name again?
The Erotic Barber.
The Erotic Barber himself.
Alright, we're gonna tag it so y'all can go check it out.
We're gonna tag him. We're putting both of their ads all in the description so y'all can check all of them out. It's gonna be right in the description, you know.
Yeah.
That way you can see what they about.
Same thing, just tell us like how was it for you like growing up, realizing you were gay, how did your family take it?
Okay. Yeah, growing up, I was born on the west side of Chicago. My mother didn't want us to.
Both
Yeah,
from Chicago.
Two
West side too.
My mother didn't want us to go through what she went through. Growing up on the west side of Chicago, she moved us to the west suburbs. Supposed to be like a good neighborhood where they had low income housing and shit.
Okay.
But the whole west side moved out there, so it was a
So you eventually get some migration of the same
a
shit.
little hood out there in the white area. It was me and my sister.
So it's just 2 kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me and my sister.
Boy and a girl, just like
okay.
My father, mama. Father moved out probably not like 4 or 5. So I had family members that used to take care of me, my 2 twin cousins.
Okay.
They sold drugs and shit, so they had all these little white females doing what they was doing. And one of the white females, her name was Becky, they had her give me head at the age of like 3 or 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I got some head, and I guess that kind of traumatized me, and I was fucking on all the kids and sucking and doing shit at an early age.
No, that really is true.
That's dead.
I wasn't
That's
gonna say
deep.
that, but no, you are right.
No, that's
definitely
deep.
is
That's
true.
deep.
That age.
And at that age, yeah, I guess I don't know where I seen it, well, I guess when she gave me head, it had me out here sucking on my neighbor's dick, and we give each other head. We know we ain't supposed to be doing this, and yeah.
So that was more as a start of you
being freaky as hell.
Wow.
Early as hell.
So
All the
how
cousins
long
that were freaking on all the cousins. You got your kids around.
You want the family round for real? You want the family round for real? You don't need the family round.
Mom and dad and everybody downstairs, they drinking, having fun. I'm upstairs playing with y'all kids.
Just sucking dick.
Just doing it was.
Damn.
So interesting. So like, how was it when your like mom and your sister, like, what was that relationship like when they found out, or did they all?
When they found out what?
That you was actually into God.
Well, it was rumors going around my first boyfriend in high school, but I had all the bitches and I was real known throughout the city. So whenever the rumors would come, I'm shedding that shit. I'm like, bro, I got too many hoes. Why would I want to be gay?
Right.
I should have been an actor then because everybody believed I
You
was.
still good.
Why the fuck I want to be gay? I got all these bitches. Y'all see it. I had a sugar mama at the age of 16. She bad as hell, so that was enough to let niggas know, like, why the fuck I want to be fucking with a nigga?
Right. I got this bad bitch right
I got
here.
this bitch that y'all want. It was like the grown niggas on the block. Like, what you want with that little ass nigga? That nigga got some meat, and I was giving it to her. Yeah. But when my mother done found out, that's when I told her. It was like probably New Year, I think I was like about 22 or 23. And I always been ahead of all my friends and family members my age. Graduating early, getting a license, getting a car, getting a house. I was always the first motherfucker to do all that shit. And time was catching up and my friends was having babies and getting married. And I was supposed to been already doing that. And I'm like, damn.
You fell behind.
I fell behind. So I'm like, I know my mom about to catch up. But at the time I was going with my boyfriend named Casey. And I was telling my mom that there was my brother-in-law. This brother-in-law, but they ain't never seen.
Right.
They ain't never. Look, you talking about Casey. but mom them never seen the girlfriend. They ain't never seen the girlfriend that was supposed to be his sister. But they seen him and everything. Like we come to the family thing. Like his brother-in-law. They like, okay, where's
the sister? Like, she ain't
I don't know. She had to work. But here go brother-in-law. Here. All right. And I'm like, you know what? I can't do this shit no more. I gotta let my mom know. I let her know that I was suicidal in high school about the gay stuff, and she was like, I could have been told her. She ain't raised us to be hiding shit, and yeah, she accepted it. My sister.
Going back to like the whole, cause I know mental health is a real thing, and like suicide and all that. Like, what got you to that space when you were in high school?
Being gay in that era was the worst thing to be.
Right.
That was the worst thing to be.
It was.
It seemed like you couldn't get no loyalty around being gay.
And if you popular where you from, especially in Chicago, because it's just like it's just like a ridiculed thing.
Yeah.
Like if you known, like, cause we both popular back home, and then I have popularity that I can control because I dance. Before even like stripping, you guys, I was a part like I was just a dancer, and I had so many friends. I just knew people that just knew me, and I didn't know them at all. And people will want to tell my business before I can tell the world.
Yeah.
So it's like I had very similar. So like if I was to link up with a guy and that guy told his friend that they linked up with me, but they probably didn't have like the receipts behind it because I was just so sneaky. Back then, it was just like an argument with the person that they told. So like if it was a close friend of mine, it's like we falling out about
where the receipts.
Because they believe they friends because they know that they gay friend they never lied to them. Right. But like at this point, they're just trying to make me comfortable with telling them something, and it's not your business.
Right.
Yeah, and with that, with the suicidal, it was I was known everywhere. At Olive Garden. I worked there for 7 years, and that was my first job. Like, everybody knew me in that motherfucker. I had so many regular clients. So it started from the rumors at school with me going with the boy Marcel, my first boyfriend. And from that day, it was everybody asking, from blood-ass kids, because I started cutting hair at 12. So I was cutting little kids' hair, grown man hair, everybody hair. So little kids asking me, people my age, people my mama age, people my grandma age, and then
that's how it was in Michigan for me.
And the customers at Olive Garden, I'm serving them on a regular. They're like, man, I know you ain't gay, but people saying you gay. Are you gay? Like, I'm looking at them like,
But why do people want to know so bad?
bad.
Like,
No,
man,
no.
so upset.
I said, why? For real, bro? They're like, no disrespect, bro. I'm just saying, that's what's going around. Like, why would I be there, bro? All these hoes, I got all the hoes like, nah, okay. My heart beating like my heart. One day I was in bed just like, bro, I don't even want to be here no more. I'm tired of fucking lying to these people, because I am lying, bitch. I ain't telling y'all that I'm gay.
Right.
Man, y'all fucking business.
That's deep. That is real deep. Like,
Do you think that you've dealt with that trauma though, from back then,
We're,
in present day?
we're getting head early.
Yeah, like the whole thing.
Yeah,
That is child abuse no matter how you look at it.
you know, like just having conversations with him about it and stuff and talking about it. Even like a conversation like this with you voicing it. Have you ever done something like that before?
Yeah,
Where you like get it out at least?
Yeah, I just got it out we did a reality TV show about our stripper life.
Right.
And I got it out on my boy Henderson show, and Twitter let me know that that was I need a counselor or therapy or something.
Yeah.
Because when I said it so free, like, oh yeah, I got head at the age of 4, they like, you need help.
But they thinking that the neighbor is probably like an adult. Like, no, he was talking about another person around his age.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So,
okay. The person who gave you head was around your age.
Yeah, we was like about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Twitter,
okay.
them comments was going up.
They
They're
were
like,
like,
you need help, and you just saying
So
that.
just a clarification, you guys.
Right.
Come on, now. I thought it was a grown up. That's what I was.
It was a
like,
grown up. The lady was a grown up. She was probably a teenager, and I was like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Why she wanted stuff on this little thing at that age?
Whoa.
Practice.
Oh no, yeah,
She
no,
was
that's the R word.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can say that on YouTube.
Yeah.
We gonna be though.
Right.
All right, cool. But okay, cool. So let's bring it to present day.
Yeah.
Present day.
Right. October and exclusive.
Yeah.
The Virgo. Right.
AKA Brandon, AKA
The
Right. I just started DJing, so DJ exclusive.
Drop all them handles. Yeah, but y'all meeting, y'all actually agreeing to date and making it work. Because 4 years in the gay setting is
that's
major.
40 years.
That's 100 years.
Right.
And then especially with you guys as well, your professions, like what you do, like I'm really interested to know like how you guys make it work.
Honestly speaking, I just really feel like, and this is just really just honestly my truly answer. Just gotta be strong-minded. If you honestly into somebody, compromise is a big thing, but you just gotta know your partner. So knowing who you dealing with can get you a long way. Plus, we were like friends before actually dating.
That's what I was just about to ask.
So-
How did y'all?
So he was my crush.
Yeah, I was his crush, and then I noticed him, and then he became my crush, and then he was in a relationship that he was like kind of like getting out of, and this might sound bad, you guys, but don't think that I prayed on this. I just waited my
You
turn.
prayed on that downfall.
I just waited my turn.
Oh, you prayed on that
Like sometimes you just gotta
downfall.
wait your turn. So if y'all,
Everybody
if y'all,
done been there
if y'all
before.
Everybody
if
been
y'all
there.
waiting on us to break up, bitch, wait your time. we still here.
Everybody's been there. It's
But
4 years
no,
on
honestly, it was just like when after we started hanging, I honestly liked who he was as a person. I was single for 4 years prior to meeting him, so I could have dated anybody. I could have dated somebody for funds or for looks or just whatever the case may be. But it just wasn't in my interest. I get irritated easily. If I don't like you, I really am not interested for real. If it's anything to do with something sexual, it'll just be that. And then like we don't have to further anything after that. Right. So like honestly, meeting him, I had a crush on him. He had a crush on me as well.
So like in the OnlyFans space and social media and all that stripping, like were y'all both doing that already when y'all met each other?
So he was stripping first. So I tried to use I was dating this guy, and the guy was tipping him at the club when I walked in, but he's supposed to be DL. So why was you even at the gay club which kind of threw me off because the first thing I seen was the person that I thought was attractive, which was him. Right. But then I looked at the nigga that's throwing money, and it was like mine. And I'm like, nigga, I'm outside. Who? You ain't even give me no money to come outside. So I was hating right here and there, but. After I seen him, I tried to like fake shoot my shot, like ask him about stripping. Even though I was interested in like that was on my bucket list to like strip to see if I liked it or not. But I tried to use it as a mechanism to like shoot my shot, and he kept it professional.
He was in a relationship.
Yeah, so he was in a relationship.
Right.
So he did what he was supposed to do. Right. I was a little salty. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little shitty, but after like us like creating like a friendship, like I hung around him a few times, and then we had like common interests in like partying. Mm-hmm. So like we like to go outside. I had my own money. He had his own money. He had his car. I didn't have no car at the time, but I had my money. So and he picked me up, and we was outside. So it was just like we kind of like created a bond from that, and then I started hanging around him, and I started seeing like how he treated his friends. I met his mom, his sister. I liked how he treated them. I'm like, oh, he kind of like family oriented like I am. So it kind of like that gravitated me more to crushing on him than actually the physical attributes, because I'm looking on the outside of a person. It's like now I'm like, dang, I see a lot of the same qualities I have. Like, cause I'm real hands on with my friends and my families. Right. So we was like both like the pioneers of our friend group. So that kind of like made it make sense to me, because I'm like, ooh, I ain't never been this interested in a nigga in a long time. Right. So like now I can look, I'm like, dang, you've been with this boy for this long, he's been holding you up for me. Right.
That's dope though, because y'all, from the sounds of it, it's like y'all started off as friends. Evolved from there. So so it was like it was naturally going on.
He was like his barber, so he had to come see me every week.
But it's like
cut his head, man. That's how we've seen each other, and then we party.
So how is it for like both of y'all just operating in the OnlyFans space? Like, how do y'all come up with like what are the boundaries, or like what are y'all cool with? What are y'all not cool with? Like, do y'all have those conversations, or is it just like
the only thing we do on camera is jag off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna let him ask anyway. I feel like
we don't jag off people on OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
We don't do no sexual.
Yeah, we don't do no sexual acts on camera or whatever the case may be. Anything that is skeptical to the eye.
Probably is skeptical.
It's skeptical. So it's like, no, I'm just big on respect. Like I don't want to limitate his because he has a lot of people who actually love what he does, and I don't want to be like a hindrance to that. Just because like you don't want to. Me personally, when I met him and the space that he was in, he was confined to a space to where he couldn't actually move how he wanted to move. Me personally in that industry, because at the end of the day, it's just like that's what he do. He's a new barber. We strip. I have OnlyFans. I'm probably not that hands-on as he is with his, because I feel like he has a thing. Right. So if it ain't no nude cut, don't be walking up and touching and doing that outside of what's normal. You get what I'm saying? So that's just I'm just about respect. Respect me and my relationship, and I respect him and what he got going on. I don't even have to be in the room for all of the shooting and shit. Just go ahead, create y'all content. Let me know how it was. Show me the footage. Sometimes I see it when they get on Twitter. It don't matter. I feel like people.
This is a job. He clocked in. He clocked out.
Yeah,
and he's coming home to me.
Yeah,
so that's kind of how it is.
Well, I'm in the other room. Hey, I probably walk past. Hey, you want some water? Right. So it's like I just try to keep it as cordial as possible, because it's already it's already this demeanor that people have to be jealous or that pisses me. Unless I know for a fact that you being weird, trying to get a new cut and get some extra entities, and that's just not what we're doing. Then that's probably gonna be. I'm gonna look at you a little crazy, but even still, I'll probably just let him tell you no, because that's what he's gonna do. He's strong man, the individual. I don't not trust him, so it's just
And at the end of the day, it comes down to that. Like, y'all both trust each other. You know, you trust him when he's doing his thing, and vice versa. So
Yeah,
that's dope. But I wanted to get into another little thing called Fuck, Marry, Kill. And I just wanted this little fun little game. You know, I'm gonna give y'all 3 people, and then you line them up as you may. Who would you fuck? Who would you marry? And who would you kill?
Oh, that's easy.
All right. So Brandon, you going first, bro. So I'm just gonna give him some randoms. I don't want to use the same ones. I'm gonna give him August Alsina. I'm gonna give him Sam Smith.
and this the key behind why you just said Sam Smith, because we just had a conversation.
And I'm gonna give you Joe Budden.
I always have to be marry him. Fuck Joe Budden. Sam Smith.
I'm sorry,
I love his music though.
You was a snack back then, Sam, but these new images we just saw the other day, I'm sorry. You gotta get on the table, Sam. I love you, Sam.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
All right, babe. Sorry, Sam. I still love you though.
We still love you. Same
Give
October.
give him 3 different people.
Okay. So I'll do Lil Nas X. I'll do Saucy Santana. I'll
Don't pick my
do
girl.
Tory Lanez.
Ooh. They play on my top. So we got Saucy Santana, we got Tory Lanez, and we got Lil Nas X.
Who you marry?
I'm sorry, I can't even play with Tory right now. We're gonna have to kill him. Just for the simple fact that you want the rock, paper, shoot my girl Meg. We're gonna have to kill you all.
We stand for Meg.
Because like we're part of the hotties.
Yes, I love Megan Thee Stallion.
So I'm gonna have to kill you right now, Tori. If you seeing this while behind bars, like just know that you're attractive, but I gotta bust back for Megan.
Right.
That's why.
Support black women. Shit.
So we gonna marry Lil Nas X and we gonna fuck Saucy.
Okay.
Because the BBL is there. So
Big thing
they like the key on my good sister Saucy, and I'm not gonna play on her time right now.
Right. Exclusive. What is the biggest compromise you think that you've had to endure to keep the relationship going up?
I guess trying to watch my friends that I bring around him.
Okay.
And keep their ass in check.
Okay.
Because I got some messy ass friends.
Okay.
Good answer, good answer.
What about you, October?
Biggest compromise.
Right.
Watch him out drinking. Now, I'm not a drunk, but I will get too lit and I will fall the fuck to sleep anyway. And that
Everybody got a friend that do that. Everybody.
and that irritates his soul. Like that irritates his soul. And I like gradually knowing like present day now, I try like to I try to like know my limit because sometimes I'm just having too much fun. So it was not an intentional thing. So it's kind of like just knowing that the fact that something may like bother him that it's out of both our control. I can't control me falling asleep when I get too lit, so I need to watch my intake so that he don't have to babysit.
No, that's good, and it's good that you actually recognize that. Now that you recognize it, you actually can do something to fix it. But one thing I wanted to do as we wrap it up is just let us know, like, in 10 years, like, what's a long-term and a short-term goal, like, that y'all have?
Okay, you can start.
Long term, to hit them millions. That's what it is. Short term, keep on making businesses together.
Okay.
We do massages together, we strip together. That's all we got so far.
That's good. And they definitely good at it, so y'all
Definitely good
at the strip, man.
I would say short-term goals, just continuously like building on, capitalizing on what we have now, and just trying to make that larger than what it actually is. And then like long-term goals, just so you guys know, because y'all seen the engagement thing, we're not the couple that's like really into like the marriage thing. So I won't make that a long term goal, but like business is for sure because we want to open up lounges.
Nice.
I feel like once we get to where we are financially, maybe we'll consider marriage or whatever it can be. But I just feel like the importance of our relationship right now for us is just like bonding and really building for real. Because of growing up in Chicago and have all these traumas and stuff like that, I feel like you gotta really still get to know a person wholeheartedly before you want to like, you know, take it further and further and further. 4 years is a lot, but a lifetime is a long time.
Yes.
Okay.
I love it.
I already have 2 more questions before, and then we can wrap it up.
Okay.
The first one being, how do you guys deal with, you know, the criticisms and the difficulty that such as navigate, one being gay, one being black in America, and 2 being in the professions that you guys are in? Right, yeah, because no matter what, somebody's gonna have an opinion, somebody's gonna have some sort of criticism to throw your way. Just to know how you guys navigate just life and just dealing with, you know, one staying together and still navigating the environment that you guys are in, the criticisms that come with the profession you chose, and you know, how do you just make it all just flow so you stay stress-free and you enjoy life?
I don't know, I'm pretty comfortable with whatever I do, so it doesn't matter what another person says about what I'm doing.
Period.
Right.
That's it.
If I'm cool with doing it, I do it in front of anybody and I'm cool. It's always gonna be somebody talking or saying something about it. If I'm giving them something to talk about, then just keep talking.
Right.
Cause I ain't never been no follower, so whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna be leading at that shit anyway.
Period.
Okay.
I don't know, I just feel like what the society that we live in and in this present day and age when it comes down to like everybody being opinionated, they gonna talk. Everybody's gonna talk about whatever. The characteristics that people get from what they hear or prejudge from when they meet us is nothing after the fact that they meet us. So we have a lot of people that may have felt like we was one way or this way, or just all these stigmas on the genres of jobs that we do have or partake in. But at the end of the day, we just stand on what our morals, values, and respect is. And at the end of the day, I like guys, we like guys, but we still grown ass men. We may strip or whatever the case may be, but we respect our heterosexual community. So if we don't allow people to be uncomfortable in a certain setting, and then when it comes down to like our LGBTQ community, which may be judgmental to where our job can be where they may think that we may live a hoish lifestyle. Right. It's like a lot of those people don't even get the opportunity to touch us. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like however we carry ourselves is in our own likeness. So I don't really think about opinions when it comes to stuff like that. And even when opinions do like may get to me or whatever case may be, I just understand that either you don't know me or you just don't understand what we got going on. Exactly. So eventually you will see it, and then you might be too late.
Because trust me, there's a lot of people they got opinions about us too.
They be coming in the comments.
Yeah, I mean them comments get real crucial, but you got to understand that the whole world is built on about social media right now. Right. So if we're gonna use this platform as to be lucrative for our self gain, we're not gonna give a fuck about no comments because at the end of the day, it's gonna get to that point to where it's gonna be too many more comments to even sort through to even see yours.
Right. Exactly. Which is what happened.
Them comments, I'll just be laughing like, I wish I would argue with you.
Right. Very much Beyonce to the situation.
Right. Did you see it?
Yes. So
I'll see all y'all comments. Yeah.
Before we close out, I got a question for y'all. What do y'all see y'all podcast or platform of what y'all doing right now in like the next 5 years?
Okay. Next,
they taking
hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
They taking Sherry's spot. Let's go.
Yeah. hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Our fitness event, we want that to be like flourishing even more than it is now. The that's it.
Yeah.
Letting
For
more
me-
people tell their story too.
Right. Ideally, I want this to be like the go-to
Yeah.
space
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right, which is major to say and which is a major goal and a major milestone, but in a year's time we've done so much on here.
Yeah.
And I think that the content that we produce is really valuable for the community.
Yeah.
And that is kind of what I want us to keep doing. Give people different perspectives. Give them something else to consider rather than their own opinion and their own mindset. Yeah, so that is essentially where I wanted to go. I want this to be the channel that people, you want to discuss a topic or you want to find some shit out. Just like you go somewhere and find out something about your car. Come to the channel and find out something about you. Right?
That's what's up. I really do.
And I love this for y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so please.
It really is about advocacy and really just giving people a voice, especially black people.
Yeah.
Because we're the ones that's underprivileged, unrepresented, unrecognized.
Yeah.
And we talented as fuck. And we got a lot of good shit to say and a lot of good vibes to put out there.
And everybody get a voice on our channel. Every different shade type of gay person, even straight, can come on here and just chop it up with us. So we do appreciate y'all for coming through and telling us y'all story, letting us in a little bit of y'all lives.
We appreciate y'all having us.
Tell them how they could find you.
Find me on Instagram, the Erotic Barber. Twitter,
THD or Freaky D.
Erotic_Barber. Facebook, Brandon Currington.
Okay.
Snapchat, Currington19. What else am I?
We going
Christian Mingles. Daddy, Big Dick. No,
It's stupid. You can find me at Instagram at OBO4_XO. Facebook is Jamal Thompson. Please don't remember that name because my name is October. Twitter is KingOVO_XO.
Remember to subscribe now.
Right.
Link
in bio in Twitter on
Yeah,
Instagram.
go to the Twitter and then you can.
Alright, so.
Link in bio.
Oh, I'll get them the link there.
Yeah, we definitely posted also.
OnlyFans.
On
So,
that note,
I need all y'all to go subscribe right now.
right.
So stop what you're doing before y'all go subscribe to our page. Thank y'all for sticking around, like, comment, all that
Make sure you
shit.
hit that subscribe button
Yes.
below. I always wanted to say that.
It's been real. Peace.
Right, so peace, love, and happiness. Peace.
Great.